Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. 2nd and 10.
59! Here we go.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Set. 21.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
Touchdown! Tutu Atwell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Fight, 97. Ready, ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The Niners had 11-5 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
This defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Watch out now. Safety Fury. Hut, hut.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
On the ready.
McCaffrey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Black Ultra. Ready?
And Lance now to throw.
Touchdown 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
Steps away. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw is Stafford. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hey. 40 got. 10.
Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But it looked like a march to the end zone was in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Stanford. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Lance looks to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And room there to work it inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now San Francisco will call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Check, smash. Ready?
Off of play action, here's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Touchdown! George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Set. 32.
The final shot before the break. Stafford.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now post-game locker room. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Fights loose.
And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ultra.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 43-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, go steal.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Lance looking to throw it.
Down man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready?
On play action, Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 35 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Pettis now from his end zone.
And just shutting him off there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
For the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Middle.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right.
From the 50 at Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Alert!
Now it's Stafford. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Strike! Strike! Ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 102 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. This is 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're...
Touchdown 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Stafford here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Monday. 59. Hey, 5-0.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Big 20.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So the victory here for San Francisco. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one.